Hey guys, it's October 6th, which is also my birthday, and we are packed and ready to go. It is, what is it? Like 1:30 in the morning. So our lift is coming at 2:30 to pick us up. I didn't sleep all night. I took a nap throughout the day, but yeah. My husband, on the other hand, his butt went to sleep, but we were going to Costa Rica today. Why do you look like that? But stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hey guys, my name is Donita and welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if this is your very first time here, please let me know in the comments below how you found my channel. On this channel, I do clothing hauls, black love, wig reviews, and travel vlogs. Okay, so we're gonna talk about my trip to Costa Rica. I'm gonna give you guys lots of tips, so make sure you listen up, okay? And we're gonna jump right in. So we pre-booked a Lyft to take us to the airport. I don't like to pre-book Uber rides because when we went to Texas, our Uber ride got to our house 20 minutes early and he canceled on us, and I was pissed. I was livid because the price went up $30, you guys. So we pre-booked a Lyft from our house to the airport. For international travel, they do want you to get there 3 hours before, which is what we did, and honestly, it was a complete waste of time. We got there at 3 a.m. Our flight didn't leave until 6 a.m., but the airport didn't even open until 4:30 a.m. I was so annoyed. And then a Delta employee strolled out of there around 4:45. So yeah, we left LaGuardia to go to Atlanta. We had an hour and a half layover, and then we flew to Costa Rica. As far as food, there were no restaurants open, so we were starving and we had to settle for convenience foods. As far as COVID restrictions, if you have your COVID vaccine, you do not need a COVID test prior to leaving the US, but you do need a negative COVID test to get back into the US. So the link to all the travel restrictions and information is in the description box below, but we also laid low for 2 weeks prior to leaving to limit ourselves to COVID exposure. I did not want to get stuck in another country. I was literally paranoid and I had anxiety from it, but everything worked out. We also had to fill out a health pass prior to arriving, and we purchased health insurance too, just in case. Once we arrived to Costa Rica, the airport was pretty smooth. It was a pretty smooth process. They scanned our health pass and we were good to go. So my husband booked our trip through a third-party website. It was cheaper than going through a travel agent. He compared prices on hotels.com, Kayak, and Expedia, just to name a few. We also went on this trip with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. We truly enjoy spending time with them. The best way to have an amazing trip is to travel with people you actually like. The vibe was amazing all weekend long. It was positive vibes and good energy. Also, I know that you guys are seeing me talking, but I just decided to do a voiceover instead. It's just easier that way. So I'm keeping this footage here because I need some filler footage. We booked our car service through Vitator.com. It's a website where you can book almost anything: car services, excursions, sightseeing, tours, and more. They do have a book now, pay later option as well. We were so hungry when we got off that plane, we asked our driver if we could stop and get some food. We ended up going to Papa John's, and when I tell you the pizza don't taste nowhere near like American Papa John's, it was bomb, it was fresh. Y'all, I saw that woman back there making the dough from scratch. It was also a 2-hour car ride from the airport to the resort. Once we got closer to the resort, the roads were windy and long, and I was getting motion sickness. So we arrived at the resort. We were greeted with a glass of champagne. We stayed at Dreams Las MAREAS. I hope that pronounced that right. So my husband did all of the checking in for us. Okay, you guys. So he had ordered a birthday package for me in the room. They were supposed to do like balloons, roses, a birthday cake, and a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember. And he had asked them before he paid. He's like, I want to see what it looks like. He said he went in that room and nothing was done. So he was really annoyed by it. He was trying to get things together in minutes. Regardless, I appreciate the effort. And, once he told me everything, I was like, well, we can just save that money and, get an excursion. Like, I honestly didn't care. I was just honestly grateful that he even planned the trip. And, we had an amazing vacation. The room was nice. I was just very appreciative of that. But just so you guys know, if you do book hair, just make sure they do what they say they're going to do before you pay your money.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
Thank you.
All right.
Turn the light on. Is that it? It's all dark in here. Ooh, this is nice.
Julia, 30. Goddamn swim out.
This is the room.
Got 2 sinks. Yes, shit. Walk in the shower. You can sit if you're tired. Over in the corner on timeout. Then you got the ISO porcelain throne. Sick of the world, you just lock yourself in here. Here's some deposits to the toilet.
We got the swim out room.
Mm-hmm. Just think about, got some furniture out here. Nice little couch here, table. Beautiful. Paradise.
Yes. I'll be in here ASAP. So I was not in that pool ASAP. When I tell you I got bit up by mosquitoes so bad, it was so bad. I had mosquito repellent, but I completely forgot to get mosquito relief. I never had it before, but that was something that I wanted to try because I know how mosquitoes are with me. I get bit up. So anyways, we are currently at the walk-up bar. Next to it was an outside like restaurant called Barefoot Grill. It basically looks just like that, but they had a grill. They had nachos, burgers, things like that. Their food was so good. It was so good. I got a Bob Marley. I was so excited and hype and just ready to, I wanted to shower. I really wanted to shower, but we walked around a little bit. FYI, when you go to a resort, do not book excursions through the resort. I highly recommend booking excursions on the beach because technically most resorts don't own the beach. So there are people that can come on the beach and sell you their packages and, you know, different pricings, and you can talk them down. We originally wanted to book an excursion prior to getting there because we didn't know how fast everything would fill up. But we decided to just wait until we got there. And then once we walked to the beach, you know, people are selling jewelry and a bunch of different things. And they were selling, you know, a more affordable excursions. So that's where we booked our excursions. As you guys will see later on, we ended up doing the ATVs and we ended up doing a waterfall and hike tour with a natural hot springs. Also, you guys, if you've never been to an all-inclusive resort, I highly, highly recommend it. All-inclusive is honestly the way to go. They have multiple restaurants on the resort. They do have nightlife. They did have a live DJ during the day and at night as well, which was really, really fun. I do wonder though if the people who were, because there were rooms right next to the DJ booth, so I'm pretty sure that it was loud, so I wouldn't have been too happy sleeping right there for me personally. But yeah, it was a vibe. It was really good vibes and good energy, and we just had a really, really good time. It's a great opportunity to try drinks you never tried before. I really wanted to try a dirty martini and I completely forgot. I kept drinking pina coladas, Bob Marley's, and Miami Vices all weekend long. Yeah, I should have tried some other stuff, but honestly, I was just in my zone, chilling, having a good old time.
that one. Stop playing.
See? Gotta make it.
Do not let me go.
Used to
I know what I'm doing. Not let me go.
Hey, bro. Put your feet.
I'm on sideways.
Step one, look. Step one, get used to the water. Yeah.
Yeah, kick your feet.
Yeah, I'm kicking them. It don't look like I'm kicking.
No. Why don't you do it on here?
I'ma cook it up like.
So the night that we arrived was my actual birthday, as you guys remember. We ended up going to a Mexican restaurant. We went there for appetizers, and then once we realized the Italian restaurant was open, because somebody had told us it was closed, once we realized it was open and it was literally right next door, we decided to just walk over there and eat there for dinner. So, but my greedy butt still ended up getting an appetizer, a meal, and I don't believe I got it on dessert. I didn't get a dessert. I know I was full by then, but yes, you can get as much food as you want on the resort. That's the good thing about all-inclusives. If you want 2 appetizers or 3, or, you know, all of them, if you want to try 2 different entrees. I know my sister-in-law, she tried all the desserts, which was hilarious. So yeah, you have the option to do that.
That's why they say you ain't so good. They knew.
Okay, good. We should also
So we have the I'm gonna do the tiramisu.
He wanted to try. You know, usually you go to a restaurant. You order this, I order that. Let me taste something. Sure. We just order it too.
got the shovel.
Long and back, ain't it? That's funny.
Yeah, but we're here now. I see, but I'm gonna leave it in this ketchup.
David Blake on my.
Surprisingly, mine is still here. Cheers! Take it down, birthday girl. Yeah, there you are. No. Oh, she can't handle it. Oh.
Like 3. I'm not even done. Look.
She got a whole mop bucket.
Okay, so we ended up booking the excursions from the beach. We did do the ATVs. At first, I wasn't really interested in ATV because that's something that we did before. But, you know, experiencing it in a different country is completely different. And we were in a group this time. Last time, it was just me and my husband. This time around, there was a bunch of us, and it was fun. We really, really had a nice time. I want to say it was about $180 for us total. I think we got a $20 discount. Keep in mind, you can try to talk the price down too. So it was a couple hours long. I will say that. We were supposed to visit 5 beaches, but we only ended up visiting like 2 or 3. And then at the end, we did stop at like a local restaurant. I think they have some type of deal with them where they bring the guests there, you know, so they can buy whatever they want. I personally wasn't interested in buying anything at a restaurant because we paid for the resort. So, you know, I want my money's worth. But they did have, you know, different beers and food and all that good stuff. The restaurant was beautiful though. We were getting bit up so bad. We were just ready to go. So my brother and sister-in-law, they did order some food. So we were waiting for them to make it. Once we got done, they split up the tour. Another couple came with us and we ended up all leaving. And we drove the ATVs at night and it was so much fun. So much fun. The resorts are nice because it is a good opportunity to meet people all over the world. You know, when we were at the pool, we met a lot of people there, and We also met a couple during the ATV ride. They had just got married. They were on their honeymoon and they were from California. And they actually had told us about an excursion that they were looking to do, and they needed 6 people. Since there were 4 of us and 2 of them, we decided to go along with it. It was the Waterfall hiking tour with hot springs. So I believe that was $120 per person or $150. I honestly can't remember. I want to say it was like $120 per person, if I'm not mistaken. But that was truly, truly an amazing experience. As you guys know, I get motion sick, so I did tell the tour guide that, and he did allow me to sit in the front seat, which was perfectly fine. Costa Rica is such a large country. It's huge. We didn't really realize that prior to booking our trip. So it was about a 2-hour drive from our resort to where we were going. The car ride was very enjoyable. Our tour guide, he was so nice. He gave us a lot of fun facts about Costa Rica. For starters, they have the most colorful currency that I've ever seen. One thing that I do like to do is when I go to a country, I do like to take some of their money and bring it back with me as a souvenir. I don't know if it's really allowed, but who cares? A lot of people do it anyway. It's known as one of the most happiest countries in the world, and I can honestly see why, because when we were there, we had so much joy, and the energy in that country is just truly amazing. We also have 5 active volcanoes, and I think one did erupt a few months ago, according to what he showed us, and he showed us photos of it. Costa Rica is also a Spanish colony. A lot of people there speak Spanish. I would say a lot of people don't speak English, because I did notice it when, we were with our tour guides. They had to translate for us. Most of their energy comes from renewable sources. Also have a ton of wildlife, like different types of birds and animals and all types of different species and snakes and all types of stuff. But I did notice that a lot of the housing down there, they had fences around their house. So I'm assuming that was, from the wildlife. They did say they had pumas and all types of crazy cats down there. So yeah, I don't blame them. I would be having a fence up too. But overall, Costa Rica is such a beautiful country. They also really care about their animals down there. You're not allowed to hunt down there. We did see a lot of people have farms with chickens and cows. Cows are their staple. We did see a herd of cows crossing the street, and it was very, very interesting to just see that. But yeah, they do care about their animals down there. So on our way to the waterfall, we did have to hike through the forest. My husband was scared because we were at the end of the line, and he's like, why are we at the end? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, you had to go to the bathroom, sir. So because you had to go to the bathroom, we were at the end of the line. We did have to cross this bridge. They only wanted 2 people on the bridge at a time. And yeah, I mean, it was a little scary, but it was fun. We got in the water. The water was ice cold. It was so cold. And we forgot to pack our water shoes. OMG, I was so upset. And I climbed down those metal stairs barefoot, and I got in the water. And those rocks, I had to just be careful because they hurt. But I wanted to experience it, I'm really big on experiences. My personal belief is that you can't go to Costa Rica and not go on the zip line, and that's what I did. I went to Costa Rica and I didn't go on a freaking zip line because my husband is afraid of heights. So I was like, we need to do something while we're here. So once we left there, we did drive another short distance to the hot springs, which was really, really nice. We came down the stairs. Our tour guide explained everything to us in detail. Basically, you're supposed to sit in the water for a couple minutes and then put the mud on you and then wait until it dries up completely, and then you spray off at the showers. They had outdoor showers, and then you go and sit in the rest of the hot water. They had different pools, different temperatures. So yeah, it was an amazing, beautiful experience. I've always wanted to try hot springs, and I'm so glad that I was able to experience this. tour also included like towels for us, so we didn't have to carry additional towels. And it also included lunch. We went to this amazing restaurant. The food was absolutely delicious. And when I tell you guys, that was the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life. I don't know who whipped them mashed potatoes. They were seasoned very well and they were so smooth and creamy, and they were the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. But please enjoy the rest of this video. I do have some photos from the trip. Overall, Costa Rica was an amazing experience. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Namaste.